Hello, and welcome to another episode of Worst Collection Ever. This is the show where we tell you about the worst comic book collection in existence, and it just happens to belong to us. I'm Jen.
I'm Shawn. Welcome to the podcast. This is a show where we talk about our comic book collection with crass sincerity and kind of take books from our collection that isn't really worth a whole lot, isn't really lauded for its quality. To quote former guest Steve Sadek, not great.
Not great.
And we just kind of take these stories, and smack them around a bit. Beat them up, shove them up, just shove them down some stairs.
Sure. Threw him off the top of a carriage.
Throw the carriage. Yes.
Which we'll talk about when we get there.
You sure will. But yeah, that's what we do here. And hope maybe get some new people, because I posted a thing on social media a couple, like last week or so. It was one of the clips that we did from our X-Men episode.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the picture. Joe, it was a clip about that picture.
Oh yeah, uh-huh.
How like at the Xavier Mansion there was that picture, and it looks like everybody's dead.
Mm-hmm.
And so I put together a little clip for it, and it seemed to be doing really well. It must have caught the right kind of people's eyes.
Sure.
Because some folks were checking it out. And
nice.
Hopefully if you enjoyed that, you are listening to this podcast, and you can hear more about us. That are actually a whole lot to talk about in terms of collections or just purchases or stuff like that. And I did get a few books in this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them was mostly for you. It was a Flash Bombshells variant.
Yes, very exciting.
That was very exciting. But I did know that we did get some new books to read, some stuff that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
There was with the last installation of that story they did in World's Finest.
Yes, the one where they go to
Skartaris.
Yes, thank you.
Skartaris or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's Batman, Superman, and Warlord.
Yes.
And Robin's there too, of course. It's pretty good, actually.
Oh yeah, no, I've enjoyed this this run, Mark Waid's run here on World's Finest Comics. It's been a lot of fun. It's a good time. It's interesting. They're just these little quick, like 2 to 3 issue stories.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed them.
So usually what happens, I feel like in these, is that Batman, Superman get together to combat some sort of threat.
Mm-hmm.
And then either one or both of them get like under the thrall of the villain.
Of course.
And it's up to other people to help stop that.
Yeah.
And this one did the same thing as they did in the book we talked about with the Eclipso book, where like Robin was in peril.
Yes.
And Batman goes, ah!
Yeah.
It was
except they didn't
break his neck.
Yeah, they didn't pretend to murder him this time.
No.
That was good.
They did not try to murder Robin, but
yeah.
It was something similar to that.
And Robin really wanted to stay because those women were hot and sexy. And he was sad.
He would have regretted it, though, eventually.
Of course he would have, but, he wanted...
not the women part, but...
No, he wanted his own Catwoman.
Yeah, that's right. He does say that.
He actually says.
He's like, you got your Catwoman. Why can't I have mine? He's like...
He's like, don't I deserve my own Catwoman? And Batman's just like, yoink, and just yanks him back.
Yeah, let me... I'll tell you about that later.
It's fun, too, because I don't know if you've read the ones where Robin tries to date Supergirl.
No, I haven't.
Those little usually just like a one-off issue that is like, that will then maybe pick up like a couple issues later. Really fun.
Oh, I bet.
Very funny.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are good times.
I have some of those in trades. I haven't gotten around to reading some of them, but it's definitely a cool book, and I'm glad it's just plugging along.
Oh yeah. Did you read the 50th issue?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's the thing. But that's how I feel like I've been into that whole story, the Skartaris story, since it started.
Yes.
Well, the 50th issue, maybe they did read the 50th issue too. Maybe that was...
The 50th was the one where they like go into the dream world and like battle Doom Patrol's there and like all this weird stuff, and Superman has a car.
Maybe I did read that.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
There was, what else? Absolute Green Arrow.
Oh, Absolute Green Arrow came out. Apparently it's going to get 12 issues now. instead of the 6 that we originally thought.
Which is fine, but why not just make it an ongoing?
Well, maybe they will. I mean, maybe that's the thing. Maybe we're going to see how well this goes.
Wasn't that the whole point of doing a miniseries? You do the miniseries and then you give it a little bit of a rest and you go, man, that was really good. Let's just make it an ongoing, and then you bring it back and it's an ongoing.
Maybe?
I don't know. So, but it's really it's pretty good.
Too many things with multiple eyeballs.
There's a lot of body horror that you're not ready for.
Yeah, I'm really not like that. I think the most upsetting part is everybody with the too many eyeballs.
I don't like
on their bodies. That's upsetting to me.
I don't like eyeball stuff.
No, I don't like things with too many eyes.
There's also
Creepy.
a flat guy.
The flat guy was the best part of that whole book.
Kill me.
I mean,
flat.
Yeah, that dude doesn't have any bones left.
He ain't got no bones.
He ain't got no bones.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it. You might. I do know.
I'm trying to remember what else we got because I feel like there's one other one.
I don't think I wanted to. One thing I did want to talk about was I finished reading because it finally came out the Batman Green Arrow question.
Oh yeah.
Story, and I don't know why it took me so long to produce that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that was just sort of we don't know where to go from here. Fuck it.
I guess we should just finish this.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I was like excited by the idea of it.
Oh yeah, totally. It's a black label too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a black label. So I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. Like I like all three of these characters. I'd like to see them all together. And then they do a thing? Question mark. Like it's just really.
It's just something that just drags on for a while.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, I think, because it had a lot of promise there at the beginning, and then it kind of fizzled out.
Sawate. My name is Stella, and I am the host of Batgirl to Oracle, the Barbara Gordon podcast. Batgirl to Oracle is a podcast dedicated to Barbara Gordon, the first woman to hold the mantle of Batgirl for an extended period of time, roughly 1967 to 1988. The goal of Batgirl to Oracle is to examine the character's history from her first appearance as Batgirl and continuing through her tenure as Oracle. Each episode looks at a vintage issue of Detective Comics or Batman, as well as other books like Justice League and Freedom Fighters, and modern issues of Batgirl and Birds of Prey. I also keep track of news involving Batgirl and other members of the Bat family, and I have a revolving series of segments like Babs in the Tube, which highlights appearances of Babs in TV and film, Shipper Spotlight, which looks at a variety of comic and pop culture couples, gives their history, and determines whether they are hot or not. Reading with Stella, which could be described as an audio drama, or just me reading a book that relates to Babs or doesn't. And of course, the mainstay literature recommendation. I have been blessed to interview writers Scott Beatty and Chuck Dixon on their Batgirl Year 1 work, Brian Q. Miller on his Batgirl run, Dwayne Swarzynski and Christy Marks on their separate Birds of Prey work, and the creators and actors of the Batgirl Spoiled, the web series. I hope to interview more creators and actors in the future. My goal, most importantly, is to make a fun, entertaining, and thoughtful show that people enjoy and from which they learn. Find the show online at thebatmanuniverse.net and iTunes, and follow the show on Facebook and Twitter at Batgirl to Oracle. Thank you, and fly on, Babs lovers.
Today, we are going to finish talking about Batman versus what we think is a vampire.
Oh, yeah, they pull the rug out from under us.
Question mark. Possible vampire. No, I don't, but they should have.
They went to lunch and went, you know what?
Yeah.
He's a werewolf.
Yeah, we'll talk about that, because I'm like, wait, what?
But yes, we are finishing up this quick run of early Detective Comics books in honor of the Caped Crusader cartoon coming out at the end of this month.
Yes, and for some reason I thought it was coming out this month, and then I was like, oh no, we messed up our release schedule, and then I realized that Caped Crusader and Spider-Man are actually coming out on the same day.
Yeah. So we're covering Detective Comics number 32 from October 1939. On the cover here, it is not Batman.
Not Batman.
No, he is on the cover. His little picture is up here.
Oh, yes.
He's the Batman. He's like,
oh, so this must have been for whatever other story was in the book.
Right, but the main illustration is a cop subduing a criminal, assuming a criminal who has a Tommy gun, And he's doing it very awkwardly
Mm-hmm.
because the way his hand is around this guy's neck, it's kind of like.
Oh yeah, they're gonna like make out.
Well, right, but also like he's not like using his hand to like stabilize, like it's not open, it's closed.
Yeah.
So he's just kind of bracing the back of his fist on this guy's chin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if this is some sort of police maneuver.
Sure.
Or
The
whatever.
1930s police maneuver.
1930s police maneuvers on display in Detective Comics.
Apparently.
So, and then in the bottom here it says, also in this issue, Slam Bradley, Speed Saunders,
Okay.
Buck Marshall, Spy,
Spy.
just Spy, Larry Steele,
Oh man.
and Cosmo, and others.
Oh, see, I didn't realize Slam Bradley was such an old character.
Dude, that guy's been around forever.
Yeah, he has.
And he might even predated Batman, maybe. Did he?
He might. I don't know. He shows up in Catwoman a lot. Like, he hangs out with her. And so I always thought he was like for her books, but apparently he's a much older character.
Oh yeah, no, he's one of those guys that's just been kicking around the DC universe, and occasionally he'll
Show
get to do something, because his name is Slam Bradley.
I know. What a ridiculous name.
Slam Bradley sounds like a WWE developmental name
Oh, 100%.
that they wanted to use,
Mm.
and then they were like, "Oh no, that's a DC thing. I guess
Yeah.
we're just gonna call him something else Bradley."
Yeah, right.
Unfortunately, Slam Bradley will not be in this story, but we are talking about I think the story Batman versus the Vampire Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
And the art, of course, and story by Gardner Fox, art by Bob Kane, coloring by Tom Zuko, however you say that. And we pick up from last. I don't know where we pick up from, because Batman. So last issue, Batman saved his girl Julie.
Yes. From I don't know what. There was a car. She was in it.
There's
Batman
a car.
crashed it.
He was chased after the monk. He gassed the car.
Yeah.
But Julie was in it. She survived a 1939 car crash
Into a tree.
and
She should have been dead.
was not mangled beyond recognition.
Yeah, and she really should have been very dead.
Should be very dead, but she's just fine.
Uh-huh.
And Batman took her to wherever she, I guess, is convalescing.
Yeah. Her hotel, I guess.
Yeah, and now he's in Hungary.
Yes.
He's in
But he took her to Hungary with him.
Yes.
Yes. So we're in Hungary now. We're assuming she's in a hotel. And Batman is just hanging out on a tree.
He's hanging out on a tree. He sees a horse-drawn carriage come riding by.
Uh-huh. And he's like, I've got to jump on this carriage. So he jumps on this carriage and he like gasses the occupant inside, who is this woman.
Which we had to. That's what I said it last week. He loves his pellets. Batman was gas crazy.
Oh my God,
When he
Batman was
first started
so gas crazy. He loves those pellets. So he jumps on, he gasses the person inside, and then I don't know if he fought this guy first or if he just took this guy by surprise, because he just lifts the driver above his head and I'm assuming just throws him off the carriage.
This driver, who's just a guy that was probably like
Just a guy. Just hired to take this woman to wherever she's going.
Look, it's Hungary. They were like, the monk was like, "I'm gonna call a horse."
Yeah.
And call a horse carriage.
I gotta get an Uber and like what would you call it? A carrier?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of a
Uber
carriage,
horse.
Uber carriage or whatever. And
Uber
like,
carriage.
That's all he was doing. He was just, doing a little ride share. That's all.
Doing a little ride share, and he's like, "Hey, make sure my girlfriend gets home safe."
Yeah.
Or whatever, whoever she is. And he's like, "All right, cool. I'm just gonna take her straight there. Don't worry
Mhm.
about it. Give me 5 stars once I get the she says that she gets home safe."
Yeah.
No, Batman intercepts them.
Yeah.
And this poor horse carriage driver is gorilla pressed over his head like the Ultimate Warrior.
Yep.
Batman picks this guy up. This guy is limp.
Yes.
This guy is a
That's why I'm
ragdoll.
like, did he hit him in the back of the head? Because we don't see that.
But he's also picking him up. He's not doing like the gorilla press, like the press slam like you normally would do, where the person you're slamming is face down.
Yeah.
Like it's doing it the way that I don't know how you would even do this in wrestling without like an assistant from like the top rope or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the opposite way, so he's like Batman's got like he's pressing him over his head via on his back.
Yeah.
You don't see because you just see him pressing this guy. It's like, did he throw this guy off the carriage? Did he drop him on his knee like a Bane situation?
Oh, maybe he did. Maybe he like did the backbreaker and then threw the guy off the carriage.
Like, did he do any series of slam type maneuvers that you would see in pro wrestling?
Great question.
Is Batman really Slam Bradley in disguise? And
Sure.
because he just loves slamming dudes.
Mm-hmm. If there's one thing we know about Batman, it's that he loves slamming dudes.
And he looks inside of this carriage, and
it's a woman. Which apparently he did not look before he threw the pellet in.
Nope.
Oh, and when he throws the pellet in... He thought it was just
a monk, so he didn't care.
Yeah. And when he throws the pellet in, like, the gas that goes around
her... little monsters?
It looks like little monsters.
Yeah, this one here's like little...
I don't know what he's using to create little lizards.
Like PCP something? Or it's like drug? Like, is he... Well, Batman's a chemist. Batman is a scientist.
Batman is a scientist. That is correct.
Because there's literally one here that looks like a snake.
It does. Little monsters. Just
little monsters.
Around this woman. So he looks in and this woman's unconscious in this very slinky dress. And Batman just goes, what?
I just like that the gas is green, so it kind of, for some reason, I just imagined it was Batman like beefed in there.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like I thought I could beef in this carriage and nobody was gonna care.
Yeah.
But turns out I did it to a woman.
Oh no.
So he's just
now she won't have sex with me.
And so it's not even like a thing where he's, because this is the early comics. So like we're just boom 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 moving along. It just goes from Batman going, "What?"
Yeah.
to him running with this woman on his shoulders.
This is crazy. So he just picks this woman up like a fucking sack of potatoes, throws her over his shoulder.
Somehow climbs his...
Now we actually are calling it the Bat plane.
Yeah, so now mind you, it's not the Bat gyro. It's actually I think it's a different vehicle.
Sure.
Because between this issue and the previous issue...
It has changed names.
You know what? We're just going to call it a plane.
Yeah, no more gyro.
No more gyro. No more glider. No more whatever.
Whatever. It's a Bat plane.
Bat plane. And he is climbing up this plane on this rickety ladder, somehow holding this woman. So Batman has super strength that he doesn't talk about.
Of course he does.
Like he must have been taking a secret venom thing.
Yeah.
And acting like he was like, "Oh, I can't move this rock to save this boy." Like, yeah, you can. You just don't want to.
No, he doesn't.
He carries this woman up here, and he's saying out loud, he's like, "I don't know who she is, but I have a feeling I'll soon find out." Then why did you take? Why?
Yeah.
Why did you think this was necessary to take her?
This is the thing. Like, this is what I don't understand.
You could have interrogated her. On site.
There's nothing. There's just like, here is a carriage that I think is carrying this monk. So I gas all these people, and when I look in it, I find a broad. And instead of just leaving her there, he just takes her with him.
He's like, "You know what? I collect women."
Apparently, I collect women. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to where Julie is staying, and I'm just going to put them in the same room.
He's like, he goes, "You know what would be great? If I had this, it's great when you have...
This is my harem.
If you collect a woman... If you find a woman, if you put her with another woman, they might be friends."
Well, I mean, yeah, this is his harem.
That's how you create a harem. You just find women. You go, "Hey, another woman, get in there," and then the women just go, "Well, I guess we're here.
I guess we're sister wives now.
I guess we're all gonna be friends forever.
Sister wives. I guess
that's how the Kimmy Schmidt thing started.
It is. It's exactly how a lot of this stuff starts, and it's like, well, I guess like what you get him on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'll take him up Mondays and Wednesdays, and I guess he'll find somebody else for the rest of the days. Like, how does this work?
Yeah, and so and Batman's like, strange for anyone to be traveling out here alone way out here. I don't know. You don't live in Hungary. What the fuck do you know?
Exactly.
They don't have the Gotham infrastructure that you're used to, you little rich boy.
Yeah. No, there's no Alfred.
No Alfred.
I mean, really, what he did is he just threw a guy who was like Alfred just off the top of the carriage he was using to make a living.
That guy. I would like that guy to come back at the very last Batman comic and be like, "That's right, motherfucker, I'm back.
I finally got my revenge.
Getting my revenge on you." We're like, "Who are you?" It's like, I'm the guy you press slammed off of back at Detective Comics 39.
Oh god, that was so
32.
funny.
But anyways, he brings these two women together, and
then he's just like, I'm gonna just sleep outside, like with my back against this door.
well, the great plan. These panels, I mean, just the drawings here are just great because, again, early comic book art,
Yeah.
early Batman art. So we're just figuring this out.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like this. You got Julie and this woman named Dala.
Mm-hmm.
Julie's like, who are you? And she's like, I don't know. I just got kidnapped by this dipshit.
And she's not wrong.
She's not wrong. And then Batman's just in the background, just kind of like, he's kind of pouting.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't ask this woman any questions.
No.
He's just like, hey, Julie, I brought you a guest.
Because keep also in mind, too, Julie has no idea,
who Batman is
either.
Yeah.
He's just a guy that saved her.
Yeah, and now he's like, you're just going to hang out with this woman I found.
Yeah, and so he starts having a snooze against his door, which is also funny to look at. And he hears sobbing moans.
Damn. Coming from the room.
Coming from the room where he put these two ladies.
I'm like, you don't know what they're into.
Yeah. And he just opens, and then the door just opens, and this woman starts sleepwalking out of there.
Yep, with the arms in front of them like a mummy.
Right. But he also notices that she's, he notices she's got blood on her lips.
Yes.
And he's like, oh shit.
He's like, oh no. And so he goes in there, and Julie has been bitten by this woman.
Somehow she surprises him with a statue, like a
yeah, so she's like,
sculpture,
sleepwalking
statuette.
or whatever, and like I guess she passed a statue that looked heavy. So she grabs it and just bangs him in the head with it so she can get away. Which, I mean, at this point he kind of deserves.
He jobs out to the statue as he should, because he is a true menace.
Oh, 1,000%.
He just found a woman on a dirt road in Hungary.
He just took her,
gassed her, and just threw her on a plane and put her in a room with another woman.
Yeah.
And hoped for the best.
Yeah.
Or what? I don't even know what he hoped for.
I don't either. He was just like, I want to have a threesome, so I'm going to kidnap a woman. Like, what are you doing? So she runs off.
Well, she goes off, and then Batman goes into the room, and this is where Julie, he's like, oh no, she has red spots, the marks of the vampire.
So Julie has been bitten by a vampire.
So she's a vampire.
Now, why was she bitten before we got here? We don't know, because I don't know why the monk was hypnotizing her.
Julie or the doll?
Julie.
Didn't he hypnotize her before?
Yes, but why?
Actually, that's a good question. Like, how did he get all this like influence on her?
Yeah, exactly. We don't have any explanation for this whatsoever.
Well, because I guess if you just look at the monk, you just automatically like become like entranced by him.
Sure.
So I don't know, but and I guess the effects vary, on this too, because he stared down Julie in the previous issue, or even I think in the previous, even before the book started,
right?
And it's still in effect. But then it happens to Batman later, and it doesn't like keep affecting him. I mean, until after the monk dies.
Right.
Batman chases after this lady, and he's like, "All right, you witch,"
which is very funny.
He's like, so you're an accomplice of the evil monk. Evil master calls himself the monk. So you are vampires.
Yes.
Definitely vampires.
Absolute vampires. I have deduced that this monk is a vampire. So you're vampires. And then does she like convince him that she's not?
Well, she tells him, she's like, hey, you want to know where he is? I'll tell you because I also want to kill him.
Yes.
Or she goes, if you find him, you will kill him.
And he's like, I'll be the judge of that.
He's like, you know what? I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 1930 and I'm Batman. I might kill a dude.
Oh, I definitely kill dudes.
I definitely kill dudes.
So I'll probably kill somebody in this issue.
So, and also Batman must be cold because he's doing a lot of holding his hands around here, like in this issue.
Yes.
Because she's like, oh, good, it's over here. And he's like, Nyeh.
Yeah. So he's all right, you're going to take me to this monk.
Take me to this monk. But before we do that, I need to go talk to Julie.
Yeah, I got to tell Julie just to stay here.
Well, he just goes to Julie and goes, this money will safeguard you.
Yeah, sure.
I am going, you must fight against the power that calls
Like
you
if the
to this
monk is trying to like if you feel drawn to the monk, just like resist.
What power? What is this money is supposed to do? Is it a? Because I don't see.
I mean, it doesn't specify if it's like silver coins or
is it
something.
a big sack? And is
It
she
just-
gonna hit people with the sack?
It just says money.
Is
What
it-
kind of monies?
Is it? Are they very sharp dollar bills?
That's the thing. We do
Or
not.
euros or francs or whatever Hungary was using at the time for currency?
We don't know what kind of monies.
We don't know what kind of monies. Are they human monies?
Very good question. It is not specified.
Are they vampire monies?
It might be vampire monies. I don't know.
It's just Dracula on a dollar. It's just George Washington, but he's got fangs.
That's amazing.
But yeah, he gives her a sack of weapon money,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Oh, but I'll be so afraid without you, Batman."
And he's like, whatever. And he just leaves.
Whatever. I'm just
So
gonna
they get into the bat plane. Him and Dala
Dala.
get into this bat plane. Dala's wearing a lot of eye makeup, by the way. I
Oh,
wanted to
yeah.
point that out.
It's a big eyebrow, and also they're going off on their weird mission.
Yes, it says that him and Dala have a weird mission. So he takes his bat plane and they fly to wherever the monk is,
If I know where this monk is,
which is a castle, maybe.
well, yeah, I think it's the same place we was before. I don't think it's that's right. 'Cause he was in France, and he had his monkeys,
Yes.
his big ape guys, and now he's in Hungary, and he did promise a lot of werewolves. He did promise werewolves.
Yes, this is where we start. So we have said that this monk is a vampire.
Yeah.
And previously in the last issue, he was like, I'm going to feed Julie to my werewolves. Now I'm thinking he just has werewolves.
Well, because in the Monster Squad does prove that vampires and werewolves sometimes can work together.
Sure.
So it's not.
So that's what I'm
Yeah.
expecting here. But then he's like, "Oh, hey, Batman, we're gonna feed you to the wolves because I'm like hypnotizing you with my wolf eyes."
Vampire. Well, he's got the vampire eyes. The
Well, they're
vampires can do-
vampire eyes, but then he's like, "And I am also a werewolf."
Right. Well, real quick before we get to there,
Yeah.
because the reason why he gets subdued is he's probably going to play, and then out of nowhere is just a net,
Oh, that's right.
just a big ass net.
The net pulls him back down.
Yeah, there's the Dace Machina net
Mm-hmm.
shows up, and then this is where Dala is like, "Haha, you stupid fuck!
Yeah.
You got captured by this net."
Yep, and I purposely did that because I wanted you to bring me to my buddy the monk here.
And then this is when the monk is like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, Batman? I'm just gonna stare at you, and now you're under my control."
Yep.
And he's like, "All right, well, we're gonna feed you to my werewolves."
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, "Hey, it'd be really cool is if that girl that he's been hanging out with, if she watches,
Yeah.
because that'll really like upset him
Yeah.
that she's gonna watch him die."
And the monk's like, good idea.
And then he does a little like
Yeah.
like thing with his head, and this is where Julie is like, "Oh, I guess I should put down this weaponized money."
well,
And,
she's sleeping.
she's sleeping, and
So I'm assuming she's sleeping on the money. Maybe the whole idea was like, this money will protect you because this bag of money is so
you
heavy
could put it on top of her.
on top of you, or if you put it in front of the door, it's extremely difficult to move, so you can't actually open your door. That's how this money will protect you.
This is a new form of currency I'm doing. Door stops.
Wayne Enterprises is gonna patent these.
Wayne Enterprises had some weird ideas
Yeah,
in
Wayne
the early
Enterprises.
days. That's right, Mr. Wayne. Here's a doorstop.
That's the thing,
Stop Ra's al Ghul.
I think this is before you hire Lucius, where Lucius could be like, that's not what we want to spend our money on, because right now you're just going off Bruce's whims, and Bruce has never been a normal person
No, he is not.
because he was he was born rich. He's out of touch with the common man, so he doesn't know any better.
Look, he had any object in his house he views as currency,
Yes.
and that he feels that if he gives that to somebody, that because he's rich,
Yes.
that they will accept it and be like, "Wow, you gave me a box of Kleenex. I guess I can use this now to buy a house."
I think that he thinks that's how it works.
He's like, "Because Bruce Wayne told me to," and he says it is worth this much. So Julie starts walking,
Yep.
and she shows up, and he's like, "All right, well, you're helpless to avenge her, and
Yep.
I'm
He's like, she's gonna turn into a werewolf and become werewolf food. I don't really know how
Which I think I don't know exactly what he's
whole
other than
thing
just
is working.
making her watch Batman get eaten by werewolves,
Which is also him.
which is also him. But I don't know what his end game is exactly.
Well, that's what I don't understand either.
Because this is where things change.
Yes, this is where we go to. They're actually werewolves, and he's like, Julie's going to be running with the pack. And okay, I mean, but when did vampires become werewolves? I don't understand. They don't work the same.
So the monk is like, hey, Batman, so this is a wolf den. There's no wolves in here yet. But there's gonna be.
Yeah.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn into a wolf.
Yeah.
Or what I originally thought was a mongoose or a wolverine.
It's a very, very tiny wolf.
It's a weird looking
Maybe
wolf.
it's a baby wolf. Maybe they had miniature wolves and they're just extinct now, so
they're
we've
black
never seen
wolves,
one.
so it's like I'm not used to seeing black wolves.
Yeah, I mean they do have black wolves.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but I'm not used to. Like, well, I'm thinking it's like
because it looks
you
more.
could just made it gray, or
It kind of looks more green to me.
oh, green wolf.
Green wolf.
Watch out for green wolf.
Yeah.
So Batman or the monk as a wolf just goes outside. He's like, "Hey, wolves, I'm gonna howl. So hey, let's go. I am just a werewolf, but since I am a werewolf,
Yeah. Which
I also have control over other wolves that might want to hang out with me."
Well, I think isn't that the whole idea behind the head vampire? Is usually that the head vampire has like all the control over the other vampires. So if you kill the head vampire, you kill all the vampires. But again, now we're talking about werewolves.
Right. So now we're just strictly werewolves. Also, yeah, this is where the monk does say, he's like, "Oh yeah, and also I'm gonna make Julie into a werewolf." So
Yeah.
You're gonna be like werewolf
And
food.
you're gonna have to watch it, and it's gonna be hilarious.
You're gonna be werewolf food, and I'm going to make your girlfriend a werewolf.
Yep.
And so Batman falls down, but as he's falling down, he gets like, because he's hypnotized right now, but then he falls into this pit, and he's like, "Oh wait, I should probably try to save myself." So he tries to, and he fails multiple times to do.
He
this.
does, because he just has his like rope. It's not like a grapple, it's just a rope, and he tries to like throw it up onto this like protrudy hook thing, and it doesn't go up there.
Right. And
he's like, "Oh no, that sucks."
Yeah, and now
but this is this before or after he gasses the wolves?
No, it happens. This happens multiple times.
No, I know, but
because he falls in.
Does he gas them first and then try to get out, or does he try to get out and then gas them?
No, he tries to get out as he's falling.
Oh, as he's falling.
He's
okay,
falling.
So we're still falling.
He goes like falling and he fails, and then the wolves are like, "Haha, time to eat Batman." And Batman's like, "I got gas." And he throws some gas, and the wolves are like, "Let's sleep."
Yep.
And Batman's like, "All right, well, time to try this.
Let's
again."
have a tiny sleep.
Try this again
Because we're so small.
And he fails again, and the wolves are like, "Ah, man, that was a good sleep."
I'm awake, and he's like, "Fuck this," and he gasses them again.
He gasses them again. He's got so much. He loves his gas.
So much gas. So they're asleep, and he's like, "I have a batarang."
And finally, this is where he's like, "I got the batarang."
So I'm gonna tie it around my rope, and I'm gonna throw the batarang around not the little hook I was trying for earlier, but the giant column that's like right outside, like up on the top of the thing.
Which makes sense.
Sure.
Yeah, he gets
and
out.
he loops it, and he's like, "Aha!" And so then he gets out.
And so now we just barrel to the end of the story.
Yeah.
Because we're on the last page of the story, and so Batman finds Julie. Julie's like, so sleepy. I'm gonna be a werewolf soon.
Yeah.
And Batman's like, well, here's a silver statue, probably the one I got hit with. It might be.
I'm going to melt this down, apparently in like seconds.
Well, but here's the thing. So he calls them vampires.
They're calling them vampires, but then they turn into werewolves. So he is going to make silver bullets to kill them, but that's what kills werewolves. They're different things.
Well, I think silver bullets do kill vampires in some instances.
I mean, I'm sure they could, but usually they're for
not
werewolves.
but these aren't vampires anymore.
Well, yeah, but usually silver bullets are for werewolves.
Yes, they do. Primarily they are for werewolves.
Yeah.
But I think silver bullets can also be used for vampires in some cases. I think I vaguely remember that.
Sure. I always thought it was a wooden stake in the heart or sunlight.
I mean, there's
vampires.
also wrought iron, I think, that could do the job as well.
Oh, does it?
Something like that. But Batman just uses a stupid ass candle just to melt this entire statue.
I don't know how he does this. This should have taken him weeks to melt this down if he's only just holding a statue over a candle.
And holding it into a candle and just happens to have a bullet mold with him.
Of course he does.
Which I guess that makes sense. He's
Sure.
got this little belt here. So
Yeah.
he's probably like, oh, this will come in handy. Me being Batman, before I decided not to kill people.
Yeah.
But,
He's also like, this is before I decided I hate guns because guess what I've got?
yeah, he's like, all right, time to make some bullets.
Time
to make the bullets.
Time to make the bullets. Time to put them in this gun that I just have.
That's right.
I'm assuming in his utility belt.
Loads up this pistol, and then he just goes into
And he's
this
like,
tomb where there's multiple people sleeping.
There's like, it looks like a coffin manufacturing plant. There's so many coffins just like lined up, resting against the wall. Not like laying flat, like resting against the wall, like you're going to take them and put them on a truck. There's people sleeping in them, and he's like, I got to find the monk.
Find the monk and Dala.
And Dala. And he's like, aha, here's the monk. I will open this casket.
I didn't even know.
But I don't know how he knows that because he's only seen the monk with a fucking mask on.
Yeah, the monk has been wearing like a whole.
And now he's just like an old guy.
Just Abe Vigoda, and he's just like.
He's Abe Vigoda. He looks like,
Or is he.
yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of.
I don't think what he looks like.
No, I know who he looks like, and I just can't remember. He looks like Winston Churchill. There we go. Couldn't find the name. It looks like Winston Churchill. So he's like, aha.
That's right, the British will never escape World War II.
Yeah. so much for victory, and he just shoots him.
Never again will you harm a mortal being. Just shoots a fucking dude.
Yeah.
In a coffin. We don't see him shoot Dala.
No, just Wilford or just Winston Churchill here.
Were you gonna say Wilford Brimley?
Yes, I was. That was from last issue. He was the doctor.
Oh man, Wilford Brimley, vampire. So yeah, he murders these two vampire werewolves, whatever.
Yep.
And Julie is like, I'm better. Don't know who you are, but you saved my life, and I shall be forever grateful.
And now I will hug you.
And and then Batman flies off in his ship. His ship. His gyrocopter.
I mean, it might as well be a ship at this point.
Yeah. Flies off of the Batplane, and a new intriguing Batman story every month in Detective Comics.
Oh, man.
That's it for Batman versus the Vampire Part 2.
Yep.
From Detective Comics number 32?
Yes.
From October 1939.
Mm-hmm.
We hope that this season of Cape Crusader will have maybe a mad monk.
Maybe we will deal
situation.
with, some werewolves. It was really interesting. And I think about this now because when the Cape Crusader first came out, I was like, I really like this show. I thought it was weird that he went up against Gentleman Ghost, and Gentleman Ghost was an actual ghost. And I thought that was bizarre for like how grounded and realistic obviously in quotes, but like how grounded the rest of the show seemed to be. And then I read this and I'm like, no, but there is a precedent for this.
Oh, 100%.
And that not just in Batman in general, because obviously there's a precedent for Batman fighting all sorts of shit. But there's a precedent in these early Golden Age stories for him to fight mystical things. So yeah, I thought that was cool.
It's just fun to read these books.
I like these old crazy books.
All the books are always more fun, interesting to read because they just did whatever. But this is just such an interesting look into the origin. I mean, obviously it's the origin of Batman. It's like he's barely new.
Yeah.
Like it's not even a year.
He's not even a year. It's kind of just like this is where he started to where he goes, but there's still so much of this character that remains as we move forward.
Well, just the elements and stuff that they introduce.
Well, that's what I mean. It's really interesting to see how much of it was already there when he was introduced.
Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks for listening, everybody. Find us on our socials at Angry Hero Shawn, at Jen Stansfield on all the platforms. At Worst Collection Ever on YouTube is where you can find this podcast on a weekly basis, as well as on your podcast devices such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever app you use. We're most likely on there. And if you're on there and you want to give us a good review, give us a 5-star review, we would greatly appreciate it. And email the show at worstcollectionever@gmail.com. And tell us about your favorite old Batman stories. Hell, even if you got any favorite Slam Bradley stories you want to share. Let's just see if anybody out there has those. But that's going to do it. So once again, folks, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next time.
Bye.